Hi, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. So whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading. So let's see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation, and hopefully bring some clarity to whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, change your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself. The divine inner guidance is in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the wisdom of the oracle. Get the foundational energy. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the opening energy, message, insight, and wisdom, please, and thank you. Round and round. So it looks like there may have been a cycle that feels like it was just never ending, always spinning. But it doesn't look like this is sort of a merry-go-round kind of energy. It looks more like a spiral. So even though you feel like you are doing something over and over again, you're actually getting somewhere. You're actually heading towards an exit, heading towards an open door, heading towards a new opportunity. The energy of the spiral is also, it's also a different perception upon something that's a very feminine perspective. It's not just that A, B, C, D, looking at something one way. This is where you are doing something, but doing something maybe again, each time you do it, you're starting to see the whole picture. Just picture like a spiral staircase. As you walk down that spiral staircase, you get to see each little portion of the room. So I feel like you are paying more attention to what you're looking at rather than the stairs. I feel like what's under your feet is becoming more natural, but you're starting to have a bigger perspective of things that are around you that you didn't notice before that last time that you went around in that circle. And eventually I see you putting a whole picture together that is going to show you where you either need to head towards that. I'm getting an exit and an open door. So I feel like you're both exiting something, exiting that cycle, but heading towards something that's opening you up to a new cycle. And I feel like whatever the new cycle is, that spiral staircase is much bigger. And now I see it like, what are those things you walk on? Not quite like I guess like an escalator, but I'm seeing that thing at the airport where it moves you a lot faster. So you are still walking, but all of a sudden you feel like you're really getting somewhere a lot faster, a lot easier. But it is telling you to look at your perspective, look at the patterns that you are repeating and you don't really want to repeat, and it's having the awareness that you can make changes right now so that next cycle is different, or that you head towards a new cycle altogether. Let's see, I hope that made sense. But I feel like a lot of you felt a little bit stuck and didn't realize how far you were actually moving, or how going through something was the base or the growth of why it's going to be different in a new cycle, why you're going to see different things around you where you were going. It's almost like if you were driving to work and you're only paying attention to that road in front of you, there could have been amazing scenery or something amazing on the side of the road and you just didn't even notice it before. It was there the whole time. It's just your perspective changes and you get to see something that is helpful or inspiring. That was, I'm getting it was kind of like right there. like right under your nose, right in the, you know, your like I'm seeing like the side perspective. So let's see, let's continue. I feel like we should do the life and career now. So let's do life and career. I just heard peripheral vision. So maybe it is, I guess that's side perspective. So it's something that was like just out of the line of sight, but if you just turn your head, you would have seen it, or you're going to. Clarity for the collective on round and round. It's also number 25. And if you see, this spiral is spiraling into your third eye. So as you are moving, your third eye is opening up more and more. You're also gaining more intuition on here where to look and what to do. I just heard resources. Maybe the right resources to help you out, or resources you have to look into. Clarity, please and thank you on number 25. Yeah, you're moving up. You're moving up. If you felt like that spiral staircase was moving down before, I feel like something's going to take a turnaround and you're going to recognize you're actually moving up. Or sometimes you have to see how something is draining or something is moving down for you to decide to hit the elevator button and decide that you would rather go up than be plateaued or not really move anywhere anymore. You guys are going to be offered a new position. You're going to fall right into a position. You are going to start feeling more in charge, more powerful, but in a really good way. I also feel like you're building something that feels like a solid structure in your life, long lasting. You're increasing your power and your status. You may get a promotion, move to a better home, move to a better office, a bigger office. And it's you climbing the ladder of success. I feel like for you, it's not even that ladder. I feel like for you, it's different. It is a spiral. It's a spiral, like a spiral staircase, not really a ladder. So I feel like that's maybe why you were being offered, or you're going to be offered a position, because you don't just see things cookie cutter one way, A, B, C, D, exactly what the book says. I feel like you see something through a different perspective, a different filter than anyone else who was offered the position or anyone else presented once they get there. I feel like if some of you are going to be working with people, they're really happy to have you on board. And I feel like if that's you in a position of power and you are the one maybe hiring or, you know, getting some people to work with you, I feel like you're going to be really happy with your choice or choices. And I feel like that person is going to feel really blessed that they get to work with you. I feel like they're going to be talking to their friends, their family, whoever, about how awesome you are to be around, how much they see differently from your perspective, or how much you have opened them up to a different way of thinking, or even a different way of moving. I don't feel like it's just you that's elevating. I feel like you are bringing someone with you, or you're inspiring others to maybe even get on their own spiral staircase, elevator up, ladder up, whatever it is, to here really make some moves. I just heard taking someone with you. So I don't know, maybe you work with someone now and maybe two of you are offered a position. Maybe it's a team sort of thing. I don't think that was for all of you, but that came through really clear. So let's get another one since I auto shuffled. What's one more on moving up to be helpful? Rolling the dice. Your dice are golden. So it is you taking a little chance. It is you stepping outside of maybe your comfort zone or what you are used to, but this is telling you it's time to get yourself out there. It is time to take a chance. It's time to step up to bat. I hear send out your resume, make that phone call. I feel like some of you have already met somebody that wants to work with you or offered you something and you were hesitating for some reason. But this is, for some of you, you showing off, like showing off your talents. And that can be anything. You could be talented with numbers. You could be talented with the way that you communicate with different people, the way that you maybe read something very bland, but you express it in a way where it's heard, where people are excited to learn something. If you were a teacher or something like that. If you are talented in the arts in any form that is, whether you work with wood, whether you put, I just see like pieces of metal together to make some kind of structure. So, I mean, that could be big structure. Maybe you're a talented architect, but I almost see like little figurines. I don't know what that is. Maybe some of you make little figurines or something like that. If you play an instrument, if you do art of any sort, if you sing, it's time to present your art, maybe even to a gallery or to a local business. I see some of you putting together a band. Maybe it starts as a garage band, or maybe somebody asks you to just get up and sing backup or something like that. I feel like for some of you, you did something when you were younger and you kind of put it away. You got lost on almost like this merry-go-round of the daily things. Maybe you had to, if you were an actor or something like that, like you got a few jobs before, but then you had to pay the rent and you started doing a different job, and that kind of became something that I'm getting like it brought some stability in your life, but you've always had that inner drive that you still should be auditioning or still should be kind of getting out there, even if it's like the local playhouse or something like that. But I feel like for some of you, you're going to audition for something and you're going to nail it. You're going to get not just in the show, you're going to get the leading role. So if you see an advertisement, hey, looking for local actors for blah, 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 even if it's something bigger and it's you calling your old agent or calling someone new, I feel like you should make that call. Especially if you're an actor. I'm getting actor big time for you guys. I know that's not everyone, but I feel like it doesn't matter what age you are. There are roles for every look. You know, whatever age you are. Maybe you thought you just had to be young and beautiful. Is that a song? Something Young and Beautiful, Lana Del Rey? I don't know if that's the name of the song or if that's lyrics. Maybe you thought only when you were young, you know, that's the only chance you have. I'm even seeing for some of you being a model. And that's not a gender thing, and that's not an age thing, and that's not a size thing, and that's not a looks thing. I feel like it's whatever you are is what somebody else is looking for. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. That is what I am getting from this. I just heard fit model, but I don't think that's like, I'm not getting like a, I mean, maybe it is like in, you know, the people that do the exercises on stage and they're showing their body, but they do like the push-ups with one hand. It could be that, but I'm getting for more of you, it's whatever size you are to be a fit model. If you're not really comfortable in front of the camera, it's the person that goes in and they fit you for all the different, they need every size, so that they can make their clothes properly for everybody. I am seeing some of you have the perfect shape where the right designer, it could even be somebody local, wants a body like yours to, you know, put their clothes on so, you know, they can have their clothing be accessible to everyone. I am not seeing this as a one size fits all situation. I hope that's helpful for you guys. I know that was really different messages that just came through. I didn't even read the whole card. It says to put yourself out there. If you're hiding your talents, it's time to not hide them anymore, not like keep them to yourself or, you know, just let your family see how good you sing in the car. It's time to make that recording. It's time to step on that stage. It's time to take a risk, and you are meant to be in the spotlight now. Now is the time. You are going to sparkle in that spotlight. I am seeing for some of you, even if you are doing something where you feel it's like the tiny pond, you feel like it's like a small little thing. It's not that big a deal, maybe something local. I see somebody finding you that way. Like somebody, I hear, just hit the big time. I'm getting the coolest messages for you guys. So maybe somebody finds you in the most unexpected place. But I feel like even if you are somewhere small, you are going to still feel like that place where the spotlight is shining on you feels bright and right and beautiful and blessed. All right, let's get one more. One more. Clarity for the collective. Unroll the dice. Also, those dice are facing me at a 2, 3, 4. Like, it just makes me think of like a dance move or a countdown. It could be 3, 2, 1. You're on. That just made, I just saw something with earphones. So maybe even some of you have an amazing voice. It's like you narrating something or doing voiceover, or I see like commentary. Maybe it's your personal commentary on a movie that you really like, or something you know a lot about, or something that you have already made or created in that commentary, your personal viewpoint, round and round viewpoint on why you created this thing or what it was like in this creation is what is really inspiring more than just the creation. I feel like your viewpoint or your experience is like the extra cherry on top. One more, please and thank you. What else would be timing? And at the bottom, you do have this beautiful, sassy angel guidance. So the timing will be right. I feel like the time is now. It's all in the timing. It says pull another card. It's such a weird card. It tells you to pull another card. Maybe it's that if you tried to roll the dice, or you tried that audition, or you tried to present your art, or do something that didn't quite go, you know, perfect the first time. Maybe it's about trying something again. You know, opening up a different door, calling a different person. Don't get frustrated if that first one doesn't hit or go through. So pull another card. If you need to do it now, wait a while, or make a different decision. If you feel like you're making any decision that's just taking you back into that same room and it's not getting you anywhere, you have to be the one to choose to do something differently. You are receiving big divine guidance. Your third eye is opening up. You are getting help from spirit, from God here. Your angels are trying to show you the way. Its divine forces are showing you which way to go. And you are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. So this is a path that's not just going to feel cool. It's going to feel like you're going to be there and you were made for this. Like even this situation was tailored just for you. So yeah, I like this energy today. It's making me happy. It's getting me excited. Like I want to be the one. I want to be the one to like pep you up and like give you that pep talk to go on that interview, to show your stuff off, to go to that audition. Like you got this. You got this. You can do it. I feel like the right thing is gonna just catch. So, hey, let's continue. I just don't even know what to pull now. Let's do, let me see. I have the other one that's sort of similar. Let's do that. It's clarifying life situations. Let's just see, because sometimes totally different messages come through. Sometimes it's more clarity on the same cards. But let's get one clarifying. Life situations. This is more love and career, and the other one was life and career. What is one message to be really helpful right now for the collective, please and thank you? Rough road. So it could have been a rough road getting to where you are. It might not be the easiest road where you're gonna, you know, getting where you have to go, or this move up, but I'm getting this was more where you were. I feel like if you went through any rough road, that's part of your experience. That's part of why your perception upon something is different. And I feel like any rough roads ahead, you're going to really be able to overcome obstacles or get through something a different way than maybe you would have in the past. It is telling you to be prepared. I mean, with success doesn't mean it's always a piece of cake. It does mean there are going to be hard and stressful days. Sometimes it's going to be difficult, and sometimes it's going to be like easy breezy. But it's you just preparing for something so that if it comes, it doesn't affect you the same way. It's knowing this before you continue. You do have a long journey ahead, and it's just telling you remain vigilant. Keep perceptive on everything. And hold on, this is blending into the mountain and I cannot see what the words are. It's learning from each revelation, each spin of that clock, each roll of the dice, listening to your inner guidance, and you're learning each time so that you navigate life's journey different than you would have. Let's get one more. Clarity on rough road, taking precautions. I feel like also you're recognizing more red flags or closed doors or roads that would be too windy or too difficult before you even start down that way. You're like, nope, been down that road before, gonna go a different way this time. I feel like you're able to almost ignore those roads all together, but that takes experience. Unless you've been down that road, you don't know that's the one to ignore. So what is one more on rough road, take precautions? This card I feel like comes out every single time I use this deck for you. It's so beautiful. And the first thing I think of is Sabrina Claudio, so I get to put one of her songs again in the playlist for you. It's just you are, whatever you're doing, you're fully in. You're all in. You're fully immersed. You're diving into it, and yet you're diving in so like easy and beautifully. Even if you were under the surface of something, when you come, I feel like, you know, she's just doing that model like slow motion, like, you know, a hair whip. It just made me think of Willow. I think her first song was about her hair, but if I put a song, I'm not going to put that song because she has so many beautiful ones that are new. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. I feel like that's exactly what I said with that first card, where I said it's just like right there in your peripheral vision. It's right there. You just didn't see it before. Maybe when you're going through something like, you know, only one direction, you had to start to look at that nautilus shell perspective that's taking you towards that inner wisdom that you have. It's surrender to the rhythm of life. I do see like different songs or different rhythms coming through. You know, it's not just one solid rhythm like a clock every day. That's just not how life works. You know, sometimes it comes really fast. Time is weird. It might, like in 3D land, be very, you know, digital and move like that. But our perception on time and what time really is doesn't make any sense at all. Time boggles my mind. You know, sometimes you can be doing something, you're like, how did 5.5 hours go by so fast? Probably because you were really in it. You were fully immersed and you were having fun. And then when you are bored or you really want time to move, it's like, oh my gosh, how is that? Like, I thought that was at least 20 minutes. How is it only 3 minutes and 42 seconds that have gone by? You know? So it is, you know, it's all about perception, but I feel like this is something where something's going to start to flow in a really nice rhythm. But, you know, whatever cadence it is, it's just being where you are in that step, doing the best you can with where you are now or what you can do tomorrow. It's lessons that will naturally unfold. Let's do one more from this, and then we'll do some tarot for you guys. What is one more to be helpful on stay in the flow? I know that I feel like maybe even that same song came through the last time I looked at that, but I just think of TONI Braxton, Let It Flow. First thing Sunday morning, I'm gonna pack my tears away. Got no call to look up, looking for me a better day. I love Tony's voice. All right, let's get another message from Clarifying Life Situations for the collective. Please and thank you. This looks so exciting. I don't know what this is, but look at how you're just letting go. Looking how everything is elevating and lifting. You don't just have one little balloon you're letting go of. It's like a party. On your own. It's time to take some time alone, or for some of you, be single to get a new perspective. You do maybe have somebody that could be keeping you on that wheel, only seeing something one perspective, or an environment where they only see things one way. So it looks like your big epiphany, maybe how to get off that rough road or prepare for future circumstances, or moving up in a different situation, or really getting that, you know, the energy going, that drive going to roll the dice and get yourself out there, might start with giving yourself that little pep talk. For some of you, maybe you are suddenly single or desiring to be single, but maybe you're feeling different. Feeling like you're like getting to do something your own way. And that could be even some of you doing a project on your own, starting your own business. This is for some of you, maybe a good place to start is a spiritual retreat, but I don't think that has to be to go and sign up, you know, to a specific place, but maybe for some of you, that could be helpful. It just makes me think of hot springs. Seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. Maybe for some of you, it's just a spa day, you know, kind of quiet. I just saw like the igloo room, and then the infrared room, and then the cold bucket, and then the awesome waterfalls that fall down and like massage your back. Yeah, some of you maybe just go to a spa if you have a spa close to you, even if it's just maybe getting a massage. You know, treat yourself. And for some of you, maybe it's just going on a beautiful walk in your town, in your city. You have the same, I just looked at this. You have the same exact, wow. You have the same message at the bottom of both decks. You are divinely guided, ×2. As above, so below. You are staying aligned with your highest dreams and ideas, and that is going to lead you to success. You have this spirit link. Also, maybe some of you are getting that, you know, you have the spiritual retreat. Maybe some of you have that divine inspiration that comes through out of nowhere, inspiring you to move differently, to try something different, to really express who you are, to love how you are different, how you are unique, how you are a unique individual. There is no one like you. That's what's special. Trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. I just thought of Sarah McLachlan. I'm getting interesting songs today. Building a mystery. Come out of light. That's when the energy comes and the dark side's light. And the vampires roam. Is there a band? There's a band called Vampire Weekend. I don't have any songs by them, but maybe I had to hear that to get to that song. Sometimes it's a link. It's the one inspiration I have that takes me to the next that I like really needed to hear, but I don't really remember what song they have. So let's go to the tarot. Let's get some clarity for you guys on at least the movement of energy. I just have to choose which tarot. I have the Thoth in front of me, but I'm also kind of gravitating towards the longest stream one. So let's do both. Let's start with the Thoth. What is the opening foundational energy message and movement of energy to be helpful for the collective right now? Please and thank you. Foundational energy. Wow, you have the three of, you have abundance coming in. Where is your thing? The timing will be right. Abundance is coming in. It does have here that you need some time on your own. Maybe it's to inspire you, so it's gravitating you to the right opportunities where you have others that are mirroring your energy. Even if maybe you are the one on top, I feel like you are still somehow working together with these energies. You all have your own spotlight. You might be at different levels, but I feel like you are all shining. This is sometimes being invited to a party, gathering with friends or a friend, family, whatever this is, even coworkers where you really get along, you're having a good time, you inspire each other. I feel like you don't even need to be exactly alike. This is being around people that love you for exactly who you are. Even if you are really different or you have really different lives. It's like when you come together, there's such a beautiful energy with the Three of Cups. But you know, you're even all kind of plugging yourself in. I feel like these are people that like also got your back. They're going to give you that pep talk. Even if, you know, you're sort of rolling the dice and things didn't work out, or you got that rough road over here, or you feel like you were going down that spiral staircase the wrong way and hitting rock bottom and not going up. This is the person or the people that come over and they're like, what do you want me to do? Should I bring some ice cream? We're going to eat some ice cream. Do you want to stay in, or do I have to get you out of your pajamas and we're going to go out and have a good time? Or you can just stay in your pajamas and I'll put my pajamas on and we'll go out together and we'll still have a good time. It's like that person that knows how to, they're just there. Upside down, well, look at that. Crappy energies to be around. Mean boys, mean girls, people that gossip, people that talk about others and don't shine a light on the beautiful attributes of others. They try to shine that light on the things that are wrong or find the, you know, the cracks in a situation or see how somebody's maybe not, like they don't look at what the talent is. They see how you messed up on that note or how, you know, that outfit doesn't quite fit you right. It's just lower vibration. And all it does is it comes from insecurities. You know, it's usually when somebody projects anything out that is not like a beautiful divine light, it's a projection of what they see. It's not them seeing that whole perspective. It is somebody who, you know, tries to shine a light on the wrong thing to maybe even not have something that's going on inside them be noticed. And it's just usually people like that attract the same vibrations back. But when you're around the right energies, you're going to attract the right energies to work with you, to be around you, to inspire you. and each one has their own light. But it's like each one of these is inspiring the other to be an individual. So let's go to the other tarot. Clarity on the Three of... Also, maybe something with pomegranates. This reminds me of, I don't know the decade, but there are, they're like, it's called like bubble glassware or something like that. I want to say the 50s, maybe. I think it's maybe the 50s, maybe the 40s, where they have beautiful glass, and it's not the kind of glass where it's dyed on the top. The actual glass is that color. Maybe some of you collect old glassware, or I'm even getting something that could have been your grandparents or your parents. And very specifically, it kind of looked like that. And I don't think the color is that important, but maybe you do have like something that is red, or like yellow. It even looks like a vase. I know this is really a different message, but maybe some of you even have something. It could be in your home or passed down from a family, but I see more of you finding something in a vintage shop, or like a Salvation Army, or you know, something like a thrift store. And I feel like you don't pay very much for it, but it is very, very valuable. So whether you want to keep that, you have a collection, or you are selling something like that because there is somebody else who has a collection and they're missing one cup, or they're missing one plate because it was their grandparents or something, and it's really important, and that one plate got broken, and you're the one that happens to find the thing they need. Because what's valuable to, maybe it's not even valuable to you, but to someone else, that could like be a really important gift. I feel like somebody has something that broke, and a family member or a friend knows that thing broke, and they go on a little searcheroo to find this exact, I don't know what it is, like China or something like that, and find it, and somebody else has it. So don't ask me how that message came through with that, but I really do hope that was helpful. And maybe for some of you, if you didn't know what to get someone as a gift, and you know they have like a collection or something like that, and they've sort of expressed to you in the past like, oh, like that thing broke, it like really bummed them out, maybe that's a really nice surprise gift for somebody, because somebody out there has it. And I'm getting, for some of you, that could be a toy. I'm getting like interesting collections, maybe like My Little Ponies, or Strawberry Shortcake, or He-Man, or Star Wars characters, or I see some kind of little cars. I don't know what they are, some kind of different cars, or even like a certain company had like their very first toys. I hope that's important. I see somebody collecting something, a collector. So either you're the one that's going to help somebody, or you're the one collecting and you're going to find like a really cool thing that you are missing. Clarity for the collective. As we talk about collecting, what is another message on abundance? I just feel so blessed when different messages come through than the typical meaning of the open the book, and that's what the tarot book says that card is, because that's not how it works. It's symbolism, and it's following that train of inspiration as it comes, and just trusting. Because usually when you see an image, you know, our subconscious recognizes images usually first, even before words, and there are energies to images. So when you follow that and you think of this as like, you know, a way that you can watch any reading, follow your own trail of what you think of. Because if I say something here, for example, you know, I mentioned something and that makes you think of your Aunt Gertrude, but then your mind took you to your Aunt Gertrude's perfume. And then you remember like where it was on the vanity, and that takes you to an experience or a memory you had as a kid, and you start thinking about the socks you were wearing at the time. That might be the important message that comes through, that gives you the answer that you needed to hear. We're all connected through energy. So if the energy or the imagery that comes through is like a little catalyst, You always have to trust that you take that to what your own intuition is telling you, you know, what your connection to spirit is bringing you towards. And that's where the answer is. And it looks like whatever you have, you're not only having abundance, you got the 9 of Cups. You have a wish coming true. You also got this big ace of Ace of Wands. So whatever wish this is starts with some passion. It starts with your enthusiasm, your creativity, your talents, the wish and the desire to expand, to keep that fire moving. This was something that was too hot to handle, or you didn't feel like you could keep that flicker going. You're going to figure out how to relight something, or how to light something in the right environment. I also see this as lighting that big rod, lighting up this flame to see something that was maybe even in the dark right there before. Because there is something that was right in front of you that you just didn't see it. You're not doing it with a match. You're doing it with this gigantic wand being offered to you by the hand of God, by the divine, to rise and shine, to move in that masculine energy. Here, it is releasing anything that kept going out. It's like a, you know, if that was always kind of like a big wet rod and it never would light, that's not the right one, because you're going to get the right one that's going to stay eternally lit. That's a beginning. It starts with that, you know, stepping up to bat, that energy of, yes, I'm going to give it a try. You're going to give it a go, because it's going to bring you towards your wishes. Not just one. The 9 of Cups. I mean, look at her. She has everything behind her here. Maybe the curtain finally opened, but she still looks pretty comfortable. She doesn't look like she's bored. She looks satisfied. She's got her cute little feet on a pillow. She's comfy. I like her lace up. Maybe somebody has some kind of lace up, like gladiator sandals kind of thing. And even the cat's comfy. So this is where you're not in the energy of gluttony. You know, you don't have to drink everything on that shelf right now today to be satisfied. It's one thing after another that brings satisfaction. It's savoring every opportunity that comes in, savoring every wish that is coming true. It's also having enough to share. She doesn't look like she's guarding that. She looks like she's waiting for somebody else to help her out. It's the open bar. It's the smorgasbord. You don't have to have everything on the open bar to be happy. This is also the energy of do be cautious. It does have you say, take precautions. And, you know, you are being divinely guided. Use your intuition that what you wish for might come true. So, you know, you're taking some time to know what it is you truly desire. But whatever this is, you're going to know it's your wish. You're going to know this is something that you've been waiting for, that you're ready for. Let's get you one more card. Just to bring this all together, this is the Raise Your Vibration. What is one more message to be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. It looks like candy. Shift your perspective. I mean, that was sort of the first message. It also came through on which one of these you're getting to see something a different way. Maybe you were always under the surface here. You're finally getting to see something as a whole. Opportunities that were right there all along. Something inside of you, a wish that you've been holding on to for so long. It can come true. You just have to change your perspective. If you don't believe it can, you've already put yourself in the energy of lack and doubt, and that it's not. You're going to only see those shut doors. But if you believe, you've already opened up to bigger possibilities. And when you are open to divine guidance, those opportunities and dreams that are coming true sometimes are not what was on your agenda at all. But when you're there, you know without a shadow of a doubt that it is a bigger blessing than even maybe something you desired before. Because your connection, your intuition, your higher self knows that sometimes your desire is right on target, and sometimes you are shown a way because what is in store for you is even bigger than your wildest dreams. It's even better than you could have imagined. So always have, that energy open to the highest and biggest and most amazing possible thing that could come through in the universes that can come into your life. And with this, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope something in this reading. I was kind of all over the place today, but I like when I get little different, like very specific messages, because I feel like they're very personal for some of you out there. So I do hope that something came through that helped inspire you. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, evening, night, and I will see you soon. Bye.